Right. As the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey got you hooked. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like, but MCs won't get past midnight. The prophecy is prophesied from first to reciting scriptures of the stable voodoo. Doing you and your crew, I kick the seance to bring the spirits back in naughty rap. So you mortal rappers find yourselves trapped. There won't be another like me. Black Mikey brings the spirit in the dance, in the party, taking control of bodies. The jump when I tell them jump, my bump in the night. Monster speakers in your trunk now, please. Listen when I tell you that my style's immortal, while them other niggas rap styles die slow death. Like for instance, drain your body of all this blood, then slowly fill your veins again with maggots from the mud. What for can't you understand, trick? Is it body bags, funerals, the caskets? Measures getting drastic. Ass kick, feet 6 with the maggots. A Catholic priest can exercise this real shit. As the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like, but MC won't live past midnight. As the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like, but MCs won't live past midnight. You can run, but you can't hide from the south side of South Beach. Blowing up in this belly of the beast till I melt pieces. Skills to unleash spirits, beast to beast. Can't no motherfucker on earth kick skills like I kick. Now who's gonna be my next victim? My rap the knife that sticks them. My cipher's like a bull when I
let the beat roll a little bit. We're gonna get into it, folks.
Try to kick like I do. Riding the locust in a swarm like Pazuzu. Me, I gon' murder you with the 1-2. See those styles like Mike from the basement ocean view. Fool, I terrorize the dreams until you scream. Waking up in cold sweat. Realizing we's the A1 team chasing cream. Gotta have it, silly rabbit. Steal styles out of fighting bad habits. But dag nabbit, I show no love to the rise class. Because me, I can keep this mic possessed until it rots and lies. As the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like, but MCs won't live past midnight. When the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like, but MCs won't live past midnight. And you know that 1996, Black Mikey does it again. Big up him and nigga Shiesty, Steel Door family, massive. Another hit for the family.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's another day of boxing, another day of boxing talk. We're gonna get into a little couple things. First off, how you guys doing out there today? Hope you guys are doing well. You know, it's a Thursday, afternoon. We had some good talks of boxing. We had a couple of guys on earlier, you know what I'm saying? They put it down. But let's get into it, Dillian Whyte is at it again. He's talking shit, talking about he's what do you say? Big Baby Miller Jarl. He talking all that shit, talking about if he get in my face and say something's bad gonna happen, man. Man, shut the fuck up. You ain't about to do nothing, man. I don't know why all these cats out here want to be known as the tough guy. You got all these tough guys around here. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking ridiculous. It's like, you ain't about to hit nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you could barely knock somebody out in the ring. Like, what you gonna do on the street? You know what I'm saying? You gonna throw some of the windmill punches you be throwing? You know what I'm saying? This dude just needs to shut the fuck up, sit down, and be quiet and get his ass in the ring with Derek Chisora, a fight that nobody wants to see, a fight that DAZN didn't even want to fucking play. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good thing, like I said before. You know what I'm saying? I believe Dillian Whyte, he said something along the lines of, thank God that, my fight will be airing on Showtime, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. Let's see exactly what he said, because I'm going to his Twitter right now. I'm on that dude's Twitter right now. Well, shit, I thought I was on the motherfucking Twitter. Yeah, I'm on his Twitter right now. You know what I'm saying? And, he's pretty active on Twitter, so it's way down there somewhere right now, But, I just did a little search for Showtime so I can find it. But anyways, I can't find that shit. But he's promoting it on his page. It doesn't look like he's not mad about it or anything like that. I wouldn't be mad about it if I was him. I would actually be happy because Showtime is the best time to air a fight. You know what I'm saying? is not the zone in the States. Since it's on Showtime, that means most likely more people will watch his fight. I'll watch it because I already have the Showtime app, and the fight will be coming on around 5, 6 o'clock. So that's not gonna hurt me none. So I wish him the best, but I'm hoping that Derek Chisora fucking cleans his clock out, because this dude has been, he's he talks about Deontay Wilder, he talks about all these other fighters, but he ain't fought nobody, you know what I'm saying? And he was crying about him supposedly being the mandatory because he has a silver, because him and Dominic Breazeale, they haven't read the WBC rules. But what they do is they go around listening to other people and coming up with conclusions that he should be the mandatory. No, the silver does not mean that you're the mandatory in the WBC. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to be the mandatory in the WBC, be the mandatory fighter for the heavyweight, for the WBC title, WBC has to cast a vote. And they didn't cast a vote for you to be the fucking mandatory. You know what I'm saying? You earned the silver title, which gives you the #1 seed in the WBC, but that's the #1 seed in WBC does not give you anything. So, the rules is always still subjected to change with the WBC, because they wrote their rules was written to where they can do whatever the fuck they want to, and in any cause, any way. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go back to this Dominic Breazeale. He's out here, bitching. Saying I'm the mandatory. I'm the mandatory. Me. I'm the mandatory. Man, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see you fight. You ain't fought in a year and some fucking change, and you walking around here, wanting people to take you fucking serious. You want people to take you serious, and the only serious fight you had, you got knocked out in. You know what I'm saying? So, you want people to take you serious, but you ain't even had a fight. And then now the guy that you are fighting is like it's a last minute fight. So it's most likely that with this fight you're gonna win. You cherry pick the fight so you can have a fight, so you can get a little cup of change in your pocket. And say that you fought somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you will get your shot. You know what I'm saying? You'll get your shot most likely at the end of 2019. So just shut the fuck up and have a Coke and a smile. That's all you got to do, homie. You know what I'm saying? Fight somebody. I mean, I know you tried to sit out there and say that you would fight a couple people like, Dillian White and stuff like that. And, and Dillian White should have fought you, but he didn't. I mean, but... you should have been adamant about that all year round, not when it suits you, not when it's convenient for you to call somebody out. You should have been calling that dude out a long time ago. But the reason why you didn't is because you don't want to risk your mandatory position. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lose that mandatory position, you're fucked. You're fucked. Nobody's going to fight you after that. You know what I'm saying? None of these DAZN cats is going to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, DAZN don't even want you. So Eddie Hearn don't even want you. So you can say whatever you want. And Eddie Hearn should have took you. Eddie Hearn should have took your bitch ass. And then Eddie Hearn should have signed your ass. Signed you up for a fight with White in the fight that you can't fucking refuse. And then hopefully, banking that White a win. And then White wouldn't have had the mandatory position. And then he probably could have swindled his way in, paying Mauricio Suleiman some money, having a bag full of money showing up on his doorstep in Mexico, and then White could have got that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I guess Eddie Hearn, you never know. Eddie Hearn probably did step to him. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't said it out in public like he been saying everybody, like he been talking about everybody else. How he's been, going after them, talking to them, trying to give them, a bag of money or a couple of trinkets. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. That's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? That could probably use a little bit more investigation to see if see if he did give Dominic Breazeale offer him a bag of money to sign with Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? Because that would have helped. You know what I'm saying? That would have helped. That would have helped Dominic Breazeale a lot, and that would have helped Matchroom a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because Matchroom could have took that fucking belt off of Dominic, or the title off of Dominic Breazeale. So, You know, what else we got here? What else we got? We got these cats on YouTube, man. They can't stay off of Deontay Wilder's nuts. They can't stay off his nuts. You know what I'm saying? You got cats over here, you know. You can tell the only reason why they're doing it because look, this dude made 2 videos in a span of 2 hours. One of his videos says Derek White versus Derek Chisora, right? That has 144 views. He made another video, you know what I'm saying? And it says Shelly Finkel again says Deontay Wilder was not ready for Klitschko. That is fucking irrelevant. That is fucking irrelevant. Nobody fucking cares about that shit. Even if Shelly Finkel said that, that does not mean it is true. Those words did not come out of Deontay Wilder's mouth. So, but the only reason why the guy put it up there because he knew it would get him views. And as soon as he heard Shelly Finkel say that shit, he was like, ha ha, I was right. Well, he said it the first time on video and audio. You repeated you only doing it for the view counts because you made 2 videos within a 2-hour span. And your first video only got 144 views. The second one got 684. You know, 200 and something shy 300 and something shy from 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So come on. So this dude can say whatever he wants to, whatever. But all the videos on his YouTube page, when they have Deontay Wilder on it, he's getting over 1,000 views. He did a video 2 days ago. It says Anthony Joshua says he hopes Derek Chisora wins or whatever the case may be, loses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That got 1.3K. He made a video a day ago, right? A day ago, saying that Deontay Wilder finally comes out of hiding. When Deontay Wilder's been talking all this time, it got 12,000 views. The dude is only doing this shit. And the crazy thing about it is his fans don't even notice it. He's only doing it to get the views. He knows that he's full of shit. He knows that he's not saying nothing that means anything. You know what I'm saying? Shelly Finkel saying again that Deontay Wilder wasn't ready for Vladimir Klitschko is his fucking opinion. It's not a fact. It's his opinion. Because Deontay Wilder believed he was ready. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, and then this other thing that some of these pages are out here trying to swing the narrative that Deontay Wilder is ducking Anthony Joshua. How is he ducking? Oh, they're saying he's ducking because of Matchroom Boxing is finally saying supposedly saying that they're going to give a rematch clause out. Supposedly going to give a rematch clause out now with double the money or whatever they're claiming. That's the reason why they're saying that Deontay Wilder is ducking AJ. When all you fucking idiots know out there that Deontay Wilder is trying to make the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 2 the rematch. Remember when they was in the ring, Deontay Wilder was saying, I want to run that back. Remember that? Oh, but you guys ain't talking about that. You guys are only going to talk about stuff that's going to, hey, what's up, Road Breaker? They're only going to talk about stuff that's going to get them the view count. You can't tell me that Deontay Wilder is ducking because he doesn't want to take the fight with Anthony Joshua because supposedly he's going to give out more money in the rematch clause when he has unfinished business with Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? How about you? And then another thing is none of these channels are out here talking about Matchroom Boxing and their second fucking Fallout guy, Dillian White, fighting on Showtime and not DAZN. They're not talking about that. They're not making videos about that because they make videos about that. They will have to admit that the zone and Matchroom Boxing and their employees don't know what the fuck they're doing. They would have to admit it, you know, or they just don't want to do it because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't intrigue them, like Shelly Finkel saying again that Deontay Wilder wasn't ready, or it doesn't suit their narrative to, you know, them going out there saying that Deontay Wilder is ducking. You know what I'm saying? Ducking who? Anthony Joshua? Why don't you guys start talking about why all of a sudden Matchroom Boxing and their employees are trying to up the ante for the rematch? It ain't because of fucking Anthony Joshua. So don't be trying to spin that narrative that Anthony Joshua is going over here telling another Matchroom Boxing employee how to do his fucking business and how to make this contract and what to give Wilder and stuff like that. Because Anthony Joshua is an employee of Matchroom Boxing. He is owned by Matchroom Boxing. About time that motherfucker's done with Matchroom Boxing, he'll be 4 years a fucking slave. So don't fucking come up over here talking about fucking Deontay Wilder is ducking anybody. Talk about how fucking Matchroom Boxing doesn't know how to fucking do their business. Talk about how Matchroom Boxing never wanted to make the Deontay Wilder fight. Because if they did, they would have been offered this contract. Because they tried to make, what was it, 3 or 4 times they tried to go into negotiations to get the fight going. And it was doing the same thing over and over again. So after the second time, you knew that shit was going to happen. You're going to offer, you know what I'm saying? You're going to offer a flat rate fee. You know what I'm saying? Then the third time, you're going to offer the same shit. Now in the fourth time, now you're like, oh shit, this dude is about to fight fucking Tyson Fury again. And we're going to lose out of all this fucking money. You know, the zone is on my fucking ass. And my daddy Barry Hearn is like, motherfucker, what are you doing? Get that man his money. But it's too late. It's too fucking late. The only reason, in my opinion, what's up, World Breaker? We need to get you on the 10 p.m. show tonight. Help you get them subs. Oh, good looking out, World Breaker. I'm not really. I'm doing this just out of kicks and funs, trying to get my, you know, my public speaking and shit like that up. You know, that's, you know, working on my vocals a little bit. But I'll be much obliged to get on now. Yeah, but you know, the guy I'm really talking about is Sporting Icons. That's one of the guys I'm talking about, the Sporting Icons. The other guys I don't listen to is because I can't remember their names, and not only that is that I don't even want to contribute to their view count. I don't even want to with Sporting Icons, but at some point I feel that, you know, you have to, like, you got to say something. You know what I'm saying? You can't be having these guys just go around here, right, you know, spreading some bullshit, telling lies, not telling the whole fucking truth without saying nothing. I mean, you know, somebody got to get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, it's just the way it is. And with that being said, you know, you can't really fight fair with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not fighting fair. These guys are out here. So put it like this. The LDBC don't pay people to fucking go out there and get on and create YouTube accounts and spread shit on Boxing Scene, on all these American forums, in the UK forums, and on YouTube. LDBC doesn't do that. But that's what Matchroom Boxing does. That's what BT Sports does. They pay people to get out there and spread their propaganda. They pay people to get on YouTube. They pay people to do articles for them. They pay constantly doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's and if Deontay Wilder was doing the same thing, fighting fire with fire, you know, he would be known more. He would be getting paid more for more fights. Because that's the reason why Anthony Joshua is in the position that he's in the UK. It ain't just because he got the belts. It's because they actually pushed an agenda. You see what I'm saying? They pushed an agenda to get this dude. Oh, I hear you, Word Breaker. Yeah, it is kind of become a hobby between this and football, man. It's been, This getting on this getting on YouTube's kind of become a little hobby. Yeah. Yeah, I'm over here cleaning up some football pads I bought for some of my teammates. I'm over here cleaning them up, kind of, you know, sewing some shit up too on them and stuff, you know, getting them ready. Yeah, but nobody out here does that shit but them. You know what I'm saying? And it shows, because if you got guys more worried about fucking a fighter being a gentleman, a fighter being a outstanding citizen and fucking somebody you would want to take your daughter on a date, if that's your criteria of being a good fighter, you're fucking insane. But that's what people fucking say about Anthony Joshua, because that's the type of shit that they push over there. They pay people to push that shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't see that, I don't understand. Ain't no way in hell a motherfucker can have. Ain't no way in hell. I don't even know if he posts it. Ain't no way in hell a motherfucker can have 25,000 fucking subscribers selling bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Selling bullshit. Just absolute fucking rubbish. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you can see it right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with the, you know, this whole WBC, man, they still haven't sanctioned the Deontay Wilder versus Fury 2 fight, the rematch. They still haven't. You know, they still haven't, but they're adamant about sanctioning all these other fights. Hell, they fucking sanctioned fucking Dominic Breazeale's fucking last minute fucking fight. I believe they sanctioned it now. You know what I'm saying? Because they're supposedly walking around fucking taking pictures and shit. But who's gonna watch that fucking press conference? That's gonna be fucking a dry ass. And speaking about press conferences, you know, I know it's Thursday or whatever, and the fight's supposed to be on Saturday in 2 days. The Derek Chisora versus Dillian White fight. Them motherfuckers, they had their press conference live on fucking YouTube, and I happened to click on it, right? Because I just wanted to see what was going down. But and in all actuality, I fell asleep on it. I really did fall asleep on it. But I'm gonna tell you this. The Smoke City Mobcats has more motherfuckers watching that shit than they did watching their fucking their little fucking conference. They had 400 something motherfuckers watch. And I was like, God damn. 400 and something motherfuckers watching the Derek Chisora versus Dillian White fucking press conference. You know, and I was just like thinking in my head, is like, nobody really want to watch this shit. I know people in the UK want to watch it because this is the fight. This is all they can get. This is all they're fucking offered. This is the best fight that they have offered. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that much. You know, AJ only fights twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Lucas Brown, you know, he ain't had a fight. I mean, but he's an Aussie. He's an Aussie. But still, they talk about Lucas Brown and he ain't shit. Dillian White ain't shit. You know, you and then you guys gonna keep. I guarantee by the end of next year, there's gonna be more UK boxers that's gonna fucking jump ship from fucking Eddie Hearn and BT and come to the PBC. And that's just the way it is. And if they don't come to the PBC, they're gonna go somewhere else because Eddie Hearn is not giving them the fights. Look at Big Belly Miller. He's not getting the fights. He's getting bullshit. He's getting bullshitted. And his mouth ain't helping. You know what I'm saying? His mouth is not helping his situation with Anthony Joshua. His mouth, I know he's not, he doesn't have to abide by their rules and all that stuff and all that jazz, you know, because he's not really signed to them and stuff like that. But it's not going to help you get the fight. You know what I'm saying? Big Baby, he got his, what is it, Big Baby Promotions or whatever the case may be. What is he doing? If he has fighters, what the fuck is he doing? Because I don't hear him talking about his fighters. I don't hear him trying to, you know, what is he doing? At least pay somebody to make a YouTube account to where they can fucking, you know, interview your fighters. You know, have some of their fucking back alley fucking fights on YouTube for free, so you can showcase these guys. Just look at Anthony Joshua. He has fucking fighters too. He has his own promotional thing too. He's probably a subsidiary of Matchroom Boxing, but he's not. What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he does go to their fights and watches them and stuff like that, and they just don't show him over here. But if they're not on no major network, you'd be better off just put it on YouTube for free, so everybody can see it. At least that way, is not for you, but it's for your fighters. Let your fighters, you know what I'm saying, get some of that, get some of that limelight. You know what I'm saying? Let them get some exposure. You know what I'm saying? Because really, to tell you the truth, these little guys need it. Well, I'm not gonna call them little guys, but you know what I mean when I say little guys. I'm not talking about they little in stature and all that stuff, but their, you know, the record and their, you know, as far as how the money they get, what platforms they fighting on and stuff like that. They little in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Get them out there. And if they not doing that, fucking get them deals somewhere else. You know, get something going on with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't hear Anthony Joshua talking about, I'm pretty sure I heard in an interview that he has fighters, but I never heard anything about him. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not, like I said, if they're too busy fighting, if they're busy fighting in back alleys, grocery in the parking lot of a grocery store, you know what I'm saying? The parking lot of a fucking daycare center, parking lot of a fucking the casino, not in the casino, but the parking lot. Just get you a team together, and you know what I'm saying, like the Boxing Voice, get you a team together and do it your own way. So then that way motherfuckers can't be fucking running your business. Do it your way. Do something that's better than nothing. YouTube is free. Is YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, social media. Most of the time about 75% of the time is free. It's free. You would probably just have to pay somebody to set it all up and maintain it and all that stuff, and that'd be cheap. You could just pay somebody what, $600 a month, and they just do an interview a week or every, you know, go out there, go to the fights and stuff like that. Probably more than $600 a month, but you know what I'm saying? $600 a month is a startup for somebody that want to make some money, that's willing to do a good job for your fighters. So you need to do something, bruh. Big Baby Miller and fucking and AJ need to do something because you know, with their fighters. You know what I'm saying? But they know everything. They know everything in boxing. They know how to run their own career. But now look at him. Anthony Joshua is stuck. He's stuck in a position to where he cannot fucking do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Shelly Finkel said, you know, Deontay Wilder, Shelly Finkel, Lou DiBella, and the PBC does not work for Matchroom Boxing. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what they should have been fucking doing is playing nice. They should have played nice, and they would have had to fight. If they would have played nice, they would have had to fight. They wouldn't be sitting back, looking back like they said, like who was it? Blue Blood and Fanon and 78 Black Fight Fan, like they said. You know, Eddie Hearn been to New York, Eddie Hearn been to New York, but for that Canelo fight, turned him on. That Canelo fight in New York turned them on. They went there. They was like, damn, this is what it look like when it's packed. Wow. This is looking, wow. And they counting the numbers. They are literally, you act like Eddie Hearn ain't count, they counting the numbers. They're like, you got X amount of people in here. How much they pay for those tickets right there? Oh, damn, a beer is this much? Damn, concessions is high. People buying that shit? It's $9 for a fucking beer? Wow. Oh, you got press boxes? Oh, shit. How much are those? How much does it cost to get those? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, You know, now all of a sudden, this dude is finding out why he's only getting $1 million in grossing $1 million just off the gate at Wembley. Now he's realizing that in the United States, you can gross $20 million at a gate in Las Vegas. But really, to tell you the truth, it is a fact. I mean, I find it to be a fact that New York will be a good starting point for Anthony Joshua. In Matchroom Boxing, done correctly. And done correctly means getting the correct fighters in the ring versus the correct fighter. Like, you can't come in there with Canelo versus Rocky Fielding with that type of fight card and think that you're going to take over, because that's the narrative that the Matchroom Boxing employees was pushing, and that's the narrative that the UK YouTube boxing channels was pushing, taking over America. But let me tell you something. The LDBC ain't pushing the narrative that Al Haymon is going over to the UK to take over. The American media is, the old media is. They already been putting out that Al Haymon is going over there to take over the UK. No, he's going over there to make some fucking money. He's not going over there on the strength that he's going to go over there and start taking money out of people's mouths. But inadvertently, that's what's going to happen. But that's not that's not the plan. The plan is to make money. Because to me, if your agenda is to go out there and wage war with somebody in their territory, most likely you're going to fucking lose, because that's the wrong way of going about it. Because you're going to burn bridges, and since you're not from there, you don't have anything rooted in there. You don't know nobody. You don't know the ins and outs and ends with boxing over there. You're going to need help. You have no allies. You're going to get pushed back from the gear in the rear and kicked in your ass and sent back on the fucking boat. Straight back where the fuck you came from. So the best thing for you to do it when you're going into another country, and which this is not I don't think this is not the first time that Al Haymon this is probably not the first time that Al Haymon showcased a group of fights on a different platform other than Sky Sports in the UK. But this is probably the first time that he actually got a major network deal in the UK. So with that being said, it's kind of like he dibbed and dabbed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it sounds like the motherfucker did his homework a little bit. But did Matchroom Boxing do that? No. Matchroom Boxing, yes, they came out here with a plan. They came out here with a plan, but with a chip on their fucking shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't help. And then DAZN came out here with the wrong person. Matchroom Boxing, look, if I'm coming into the realization that people don't like Eddie Hearn. And I think that if it would have been anyone else but Eddie Hearn, hell, it could have been David Haye. Hell, it could have been anybody else but him. They would have been better off. They would have been better off. And then on that note, Matchroom Boxing can't even get the dates. They can't even get the venues they want. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even know how to compete with American sports. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nobody out here doing any type of test runs, pilots. I don't even know if they did a pilot run. I just think they did a trial and error. They didn't even do a pilot run like how you sit down and you write pseudocode to see how something's going to work before you write the fucking code. You know what I'm saying? Say if you're going to run into conflicts, before you run into something. You know what I'm saying? Because coming out here saying transatlantic takeover, and all that stuff. Did you even say to yourself that shit's not going to work? Did you say to yourself that, hey, me going over there talking about Shelly Finkel is not going to work? You know what I'm saying? And then look who you with now. You with, of all people, you with Fishnets. You with Oscar De La Hoya. You with Oscar. You embedded Oscar De La Hoya. Well, I don't think you embedded. I think that Oscar De La Hoya just fucking swindled himself up in there, and I'm pretty sure fucking Eddie Hearn stepped to fucking Canelo's team, talking to them. Canelo's team said this. Canelo's team said that. Said, hey man, Eddie Hearn talking about this bread. Eddie Hearn saying this and the third. And I'm pretty sure, you know, Oscar is not Fishnets is not that stupid. He was like, you know what? Why the fuck I'm going to talk to the middleman? Let's go talk to the source. You know what I'm saying? Let's go talk to the people that has the product. Let's go talk to the people that's going to bring that has the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's what the fuck they was thinking, and because that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's some gangster type, cartel type shit. Don't talk to the motherfucking middleman. Nah, motherfucker, I want to see your boss. That's what you do. Fuck, I'm gonna talk to this motherfucker. You know, that's just me, man. I mean, all this stuff is my opinion. You know, with the whole WBC not sanctioning the Wilder fight and all that stuff. You know, unless it's already out there and you know, in black and white. Most of the stuff is my opinion. I'm not out here fucking what you call that shit. Trying to really paint a picture for people. Just listen to it and just listen to what I gotta say. Take it, you know, think about it. Go look at something else and go read something and then see how that's gonna fucking run for you. You know what I'm saying? Because saying Deontay Wilder is ducking because he wants to fight Fury, that's fucking stupid. Saying that Shelly Finkel said again that Deontay Wilder wasn't ready for Klitschko, that's fucking stupid. That's fucking irrelevant. It's highly irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? But it helps with your AdSense. I understand that a lot of these cats on YouTube, they're not on here just to make videos for the love of boxing, for, you know, for their fighters, for the fighter that they like and stuff like that, because they're a fan of them. Doing it for money. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it for money. You know, because if you weren't doing it for money, you won't be saying shit like Deontay Wilder is ducking AJ, or that Deontay Wilder finally came out of hiding, which when he'd been talking all this time, but you just you don't even want to fucking listen. Like, Deontay Wilder has to be on social media. Deontay Wilder can't fucking go without a day without making the fucking video. The motherfucker can't go without a week without getting on fucking the internet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let the motherfucker breathe. You know what I'm saying? You know, your YouTube channel obviously revolves around Anthony. Most of these cats out here that's talking down to Deontay Wilder, pushing agendas to where it can affect, you know, who's ducking and who's not ducking, and the fighters' monetary amounts, and pushing narratives. They're only doing it. Like, understand why they doing it first. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bruh. I think the dude is getting paid because Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder is paying these bills. Deontay Wilder is paying Sporting Icons bills. When you look at, he made one video today for Deontay Wilder. He made two yesterday. Well, 7 hours ago he made one. 8 hours ago he made one. And then yesterday he made one. The day ago he made one. 2 days ago he made one. I'm just going by the pictures that he got. 2 days ago he made two Deontay Wilder videos. 3 days ago he made 3 videos of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder pays this motherfucking bills. You know what I'm saying? It pays his bills. And I ain't mad at the dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at the motherfuckers that choose to fucking subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If they are real. I'm mad at the people that choose to fucking sit up over here and agree with this son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's read the comments on this. Shelly Finkel said that Deontay wasn't ready for Klitschko again. This guy said, after 33 fights, not ready. What a joke. Vlad will KO Wilder today. How can you claim to be a champ? Yeah, you ain't ready to fight the top competition and has no shame holding the belt. See, that's the thing I'm talking about. He's pushing this shit. He's pushing the narrative that this came from fucking Deontay Wilder. He's not pushing the narrative that it came from fucking another man. Deontay Wilder is his own man. Because I'm reading their words. I'm not going with what I think it might say. I'm not going with it. I'm going with what it says and what it means. And it's not what I think. This is what it is what it is, because it's in black and white. You know, this guy said, I'm absolutely gobsmacked that they will bring this up. It's the weirdest bit of damage control I've seen. It appears that since the Fury fight, the wheels are starting to come off the team, and Winkles is starting to make some kind of unintelligent moves as Wilder does. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, Wilder doesn't fucking care about how he fucking looks in the media. Because if he did, he'd be doing what Matchroom Boxing is doing, which is pay people to fucking push an agenda. Pay them. That's what Matchroom and BT does. I don't know, they probably spend $10,000-$20,000 a year getting people to get on YouTube, creating these accounts, pushing these narratives so they can get these fucking, so they can brainwash people. Look, this dude, Gobsmack Unchilla, said, when will Deontay Wilder step up? And the other guy says, Paul Stewart, yes, he was tested the water to see how low they could sink, but to be honest, Wilder is out of his depth in a rain puddle. Psh. They are equivalent of the boy who cried wolf. This is... AJ was ready in half the time. AJ got lucky because... come on, bro. Like, if you read it, and this other dude, he's always on there. Boxing finesse, whatever you call him. Simple mathematics. Not pointing, gaining massive mass. 245 pounds unless he's thinking. A cloud to fight AJ. Then again, he will run 1,000 miles. End up fighting Stavern Part 3. Low risk, low reward. And no, it won't be on pay-per-view neither. If that was he thinks just because he fought Fury laughing all the way from UK, it's a win-win for him. Deontay in a difficult situation, let's just say he's trapped, nowhere to escape, all the windows and doors are closed. Like, I don't get some of these cats. And this one guy, South Wales Matt, 25K subs by Christmas was my prediction 6 months ago. Well done, mate. Keep up the good work. Like, what is he fucking good at? What is this dude good? He ain't good at shit. You know what I'm saying? He's not good at shit. I'm not the best fucking YouTube fucking boxing analysis. I'm not the best dude to speak about boxing on YouTube and all this and all that jab. But how the fuck you got 25K fucking subs talking about bullshit? You equivalent, your channel is an equivalent to me going over there, subbing to a channel when all I fucking see is a woman eating delicious fucking dinners on those little fucking Asian YouTube channels. That's all they do is just eat, and people just watch them. The motherfuckers got like 100,000 fucking subs. That's what your fucking channel is equivalent to. Because all you talk about is a goddamn fucking bullshit. But it's not all good. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's bull crap. And then when you read these, and then how the fuck that you made a video 2 hours ago, right? 2 fucking hours ago, right? Let me count them up, because you can't say 55 comments because people are having comments under another comment. So there's, you know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31. You have 31 fucking comments out of 810 fucking views with 25K fucking subscribers. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. You can't tell me, you can't honestly fucking tell me that ain't something fishy going on here. You can't tell me that something something ain't being fucking manipulated. That's one of the worst fucking ratios I ever seen in my fucking life. 810 fucking views with 21 fucking comments. With 79 likes. So that doesn't make it. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, but what can you do? You know. So let's go into this other thing. I'm gonna talk about, reiterate again, which is, you know, one person said that, somebody said that Tyson Fury is in the best predicament out of everybody. He's not. He's not. And the reason why he's fucking not in the best predicament is because Deontay Wilder is. And the reason why Deontay Wilder is in the best predicament because Deontay Wilder is still building his brand in the United States and Tyson Fury's not. If Tyson Fury was to fight fucking Anthony Joshua, most likely to be in the UK, even though if Tyson Fury was to fight Anthony Joshua, it should be in the United States because of DAZN. If DAZN wants that bread, DAZN should be pushing for Fury to fight, for Anthony Joshua to fight one or the other in New York or Las Vegas, whatever. But I think it's Wilder. Well, it could be Tyson Fury too, but I think it's Wilder. And that's my fucking opinion. And the reason why I say that is because both fighters need to fight Wilder. Both fighters need that win on a belt. Of course, Deontay Wilder has one belt, but that's one belt that fucking Tyson Fury doesn't have, and that's one belt that fucking Anthony Joshua needs to complete his fucking infinity fucking gauntlet. So, you know, that's the reason why I say that. And that was the same reason, and that was kind of based off of kind of like the same reasons why I was saying that, you know, between 40 and 50% is what Anthony Joshua or, you know, Matchroom Boxing was going to have to pay Deontay Wilder to have to make the fight without a rematch clause. Think about it. You coming over here in the United States trying to take fighters, I always said that you would have to overpay. You're going to have to pay to play. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want Deontay Wilder to stop what he's doing out of his life to fight your fighter under all the slew of terms that you have that he has to do, as far as engagements, what time he got to show up in the UK and all that stuff, everything in that contract that you want that man to fucking do, he has to agree on it and he has to go fulfill it because of the contract dictates that. But you would say that this guy is only worth a flat rate of 15 with no rematch clause. But you want him to go way up over there and fight your man under your terms. You know what I'm saying? Under your dictatorship of fucking terms, because that's what it is. You know, because Wilder didn't have no saying nothing. You know, so you guys, it's just too easy. It's too fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is that gets me the most is a lot of these cats out here never bought a car, never bought a house, never did. The only thing they ever did with a contract was for a cell phone bill, a cable bill, a light bill, gas bill, something like that. They never did anything like going by, like when you buy a car, you can negotiate. You know what I'm saying? When you buy a house, you negotiate. And at the other party, and then when you're the buyer, and the other person don't, and the seller don't want to fucking deal with what, don't want to fucking agree with what you want to for you to buy the house, you go to the next. You go to the next car dealership or whatever. But Eddie Hearn, over the course of the 2 years, felt that he can offer whatever the fuck he want up until now. Because he's desperate. He's desperate. Matchroom Boxing is bleeding out. The Zone is bleeding out. And like Fanon and everybody been saying, and like I said in other videos, Matchroom Boxing will get sued. You know what I'm saying? And then Barry Hearn is going to have to come out of fucking hiding. He's going to have to come out of his fucking sleeping slumber and fucking take control. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? It'd be real funny if Matchroom Boxing gets sued and then they bring in somebody else. And then Eddie Hearn would just be the guy, just be walking around doing what he's doing now, but with no control. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's another. Oops. Who knows? Eddie Hearn might already lost control. Eddie Hearn probably not even in control right now. Eddie Hearn probably just the face. I'm not talking about Barry Hearn. I'm talking about like he's probably already been relinquished of some of his duties. You know what I'm saying? He's probably fucking going around here doing what his daddy tell him to do. You know, on that note, man, I'm gonna get up off of here. I'm gonna get on BFTBs. I think is he still live? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna get on BFTB lives. And on that note, you know, stay sucker free. You know, shout outs to the LDBC.